This is Balanced Health Yoga Therapy. Today's practice is going to be about sleep. I know a lot of people mention that they have either trouble going to sleep or they have trouble waking up in the middle of the night and not getting back to sleep, or both. So my hope is that you'll find a posture or two or three or four that you like, that will help you with your sleep quality and improve your ability to sleep, and that's something that you will be able to bring into your practice on a daily basis. So for this practice today, I encourage you to use props. So if you use a strap, a bolster, a block, if you don't have props, you could use pillows. You could use a big pillow for this. You could use smaller pillows for this. For this, you could, use a dog leash or a bathrobe belt or a towel or something like that. So I encourage you to use the props. They help you to get into a posture more than you might be able to without the props. So from there going forward, I think the best way to approach your sleep practice is by being calm and knowing that you're not rushed. It's not a practice you have to power yourself through. It's not a practice you need to spend 90 minutes doing, but just a practice going slow and steady and being aware of your breath and noticing which postures feel good to you and which ones you might not choose to do again. So just from your comfortable seat, I want you to lengthen your spine. Bring your ears over your shoulders and shoulders over your hips. You can relax your hands. And just for a moment, notice how you feel right now without changing anything. How's your breath? Is it shallow? Is it fast? Is it even? Is it erratic? So check your breath out. And then I want you to slow it down a little bit. So you're going to make your breath a little bit longer going in and a little bit longer going out. Hopefully right away you can feel a little bit of difference in how much tension you might feel. And then can you make that breath smoother? So your breath is a little longer and you're trying to make it a little smoother. And what does smoother mean to you or feel like to you? And lastly, longer, smoother, can you make your breath feel softer? So you're thinking about that longer, smoother, softer breath. And when you're in bed at night and you can't sleep, you can practice longer, smoother, softer breath and see if that's helpful at that time. Feel yourself grounded. You're supported. You're held. You feel safe. And then if you know of any distractions that you have, you need to get rid of your distractions as much as you can. Things always pop up sometimes with noises or what's going on around in the neighborhood. But maybe put your phone aside or silence it. Anything else you might be distracted by. So with your longer, smoother, softer breath, we're just going to extend your legs out wide. You might need to keep your knees bent. You might need to set your arms behind you. It just depends on where you are today, where you are in your body, and don't judge that. So you're spreading your legs wide. You can take your strap. It can be done without a strap, but I think a strap is useful. And you're going to take your left knee and you're gonna bring that left foot somewhere on your right leg. It might need to be lower, it might need to be higher. And then you can take your strap and put it on the instep of your right foot. You're facing forward. And then you're gonna just take a little bit of a twist so that your torso and your face and your neck, everything is centered still, is looking toward your right foot. And I would say maybe somewhere over your right toes. And then with your right hand in front on your strap or your leg, can you hinge at your hips and walk yourself forward at all toward your foot? Slow yourself down and take a few breaths and see if that helps you get deeper into this pose. I think, you know, if you want to feel better or different, you could also try relaxing this way. And I want you to hinge at your hips and stay long. And then slowly walk yourself back up. You're going to take the strap off, extend your left leg out, bend your right knee, find a place, and take your time. Find a place that's going to work for you. And then you're going back to that upright posture, grounding your sit bones, lifting your spine, ears over your shoulders. And you're going to take that strap, put it on the instep of your left foot, and with left hand in front, just slowly walk your hand towards your foot. If you don't have a strap or you're still up, you can stop at your thigh, you can stop at your shin. If you can reach your ankle or your foot, do that. If you want to put the blocks under your head, you can do that. And you're just going to take a few breaths here. Maybe notice where in your body you feel sensation because of this pose. And then you're slowly going to come up. And extend that leg back wide. And I'm going to have you bring your feet together. This pose isn't always comfortable for people, so you can always bring the soles of your feet together if you want to. If you want to stay leaned back on your hands, you can tense your fingers and lean back. But we're going to try a seated forward fold, going into it slowly, calmly, not rushing. Your hands on your thighs, and then just hinge at your hips. Only go as far as you can comfortably go. You can use something like a bolster if you want to support your forward fold by taking your legs a little bit wider. So you're seated forward fold. Hands go wherever they can go. Maybe they're still back here. And you're taking your few breaths. In your practice, you can do your poses by time, like 1 to 3 minutes, or you could do your practice by breaths, like 5 to 10 breaths, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then slowly coming up. Good. This next one takes a little bit of getting into, but you're going to use your bolster or your pillow. And you're going to put it on the mat the same direction as the mat is going. And I like putting something up under the head to begin with. You're going to need your blocks on either side of the mat. So the thing about bound angle, and we're not going to bind with the strap, is whether you're using a bolster or your pillow, you're going to sit on the mat. You're not going to sit on the bolster or the pillow. You're going to sit on the mat and then take your feet, soles of your feet together, and you're upright. So you can take your blocks and then put them under your knees at whatever height of the block you need. So you could, put them here, to let your knees fall open. And then you're going to lay back. Your head is on whatever you've put there. You might need to make it a little higher. And arms out to the side. Your chest is open. Your heart is open. If this is painful in your back in any way, take the bolster or the pillow out and just do this on the floor. Sometimes when you're open this way, when you're open like this, you might feel more vulnerable, which isn't a bad thing. It's just something to be aware of or something to notice. And then you're going to take that longer, smoother, softer breath, and you can close your eyes if you want. And you can hold this pose for 1 to 3 minutes for 5 to 10 breaths. You can pause the video if you want to stay in it for longer. But when you're in it, see if you can relax everything you can relax. So maybe your hip flexors are tightening up, or maybe your neck is tightening up. You're going to try to relax whatever it is that your body is tensing up. And then to come out of this pose, you're going to bring your knees together, and you can roll over onto your side and push yourself up, coming back up to a comfortable seat. In your comfortable seat, bend your knees if you need to. Sit up on a blanket or a bolster or blocks if you want to have your hips higher than your legs. So, take your legs out, just like we did when we were doing the stretch. Sit up tall. If you need to stay here with your arms and your hands tented, you can stay here. Otherwise, take your hands on your thighs, and we're just going to work into it. So it's a lean forward. It's not a round your back. It's a keeping a long spine still. If you can slide your hands out, go ahead and do that. Again, if you feel more comfortable, you can use a bolster as a prop. So you want to stay where your body is at. You don't want to make stuff up. You want to just stay where your body is at. Don't judge it. Maybe it's like, wow, I went further than I thought, but maybe it's like, oh, I'm sure other people are going further. And it's just not even a comparison. This is about relaxing, right? And it's about getting yourself ready to improve your sleep or improve your ability to sleep. We're going slow and calm. We're not rushing. We're not comparing. We're not judging. We're just breathing longer, smoother, softer. And then walking your hands back up. Bring your feet together. You're going to be long ways on your mat, so make sure you're centered on your mat. If you want something under your head, put it there to keep your chin from jutting up. And then use your core. You're going to lay back, lay back, lay back. Try to use your core. You can always catch yourself with your hands or your arms if you want to. Now, find a Shavasana that works for you. So you can bend your knees, you can be in constructive rest. If you want to let your right foot and your left foot fall out, do that. Tucking your chin. And if you want your hands on your body, you can rest them there. If you want, otherwise your arms are out and your palms are up. So that's opening your chest, opening your heart. Relaxing your jaw. Your jaw can affect tension in your body quite a bit. And then you're thinking a longer, smoother, softer breath. connection to the earth. Feel your body come in contact to the earth. See if you can relax a little bit more with each breath you take. Softening your whole face, softening your whole body. And you can stay here. You can stay here as long as you want till the video runs out, or you can pause the video. If you're ready to come out, you're just going to bend your knees and then roll over onto your side and push yourself upright. Coming back to a comfortable seat. Let's see, sometimes I put the opposite leg in front just because. Hands over heart center. I want to thank you so much for coming together and sharing your practice with me today. I'm hoping that you found something in this practice that will be helpful in your journey or your progress towards better sleep. Thank you so much. Namaste.